HTTV family channel. It's your girl Ty, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. I just want to apologize for you guys for yesterday. We actually did not post yesterday. Yesterday we had a lot going on. We had a birthday party to go to, and we had to go shopping for Zay, and we were doing a lot yesterday, so I apologize for missing out on you guys with that video, but hopefully we're gonna get back into the groove of it. This is Vlogvember that we decided to partake in, so we're just gonna do what we gotta do so that we can finish this challenge. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up and share with all your friends and family as well. Now let's just get right to this video. But today this video is about my pregnancy, and this is like a very emotional topic for me because by far my pregnancy, I feel like, was the most emotional thing that has ever happened to me. It was just a big change for me, and I went through like a lot. So let's just get right into it, guys. Alright, well, first things first, if any of you guys don't know, I have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Zayla. Her dad actually came up with that name because I was so indecisive on what to name her, but we were so strong-held on wanting her name to start with a Z because I think Z is unique. Not a lot of people have Z names, and it's hard to find like really cool and unique Z names. So anyways, we're gonna take it all the way back like more than a year ago, because I found out that I was pregnant June. I still, like, this is probably, you guys might think this is weird, but I still have like the picture of the pregnancy test that I took on that day. Let me see if I can show you guys this picture. Oh my god, I hope you guys don't think that I'm weird for this. So this picture the same day. So it was June 1st that I took the test and I found that I was pregnant. So I took the first one that had the T lines first, and then you guys can kind of see like the second one, it has like a solid line and then like a kind of blurred out line. So I'm thinking the test, you know, the first test is wrong, the second test, it's like a glitch. Like I was understanding why the first test came out so clear and then the second one came out not as clear. So we immediately went to the doctor's the next morning as soon as the doctor's office opened, so we could take a pregnancy test. I thought they had to draw blood, but they just took like a regular pee test too. And in my heart, when I took the first one at home, I had a feeling that I was, because, you know, I was late on my period for like a whole month. I waited a whole month to take a test. I was so nervous when I seen it. My heart just like dropped, and I was like shaking. Like I was shaking bad. Like Hadi was probably feeling bad at the time because of how I was reacting. Like I was shaking, like shaking. Like my nerves were so bad. Like I couldn't stop shaking. So we went to the doctor's office the next day. We took another pregnancy test. It came out positive. And I was like, okay. I was holding myself together when she was like in front of us, but then as soon as she left the room, like I was like, I started crying so bad. Like I don't even know the thoughts that was running through my head at the time. I just remember that I was just crying. And I wasn't happy. I was not happy for like the whole entire pregnancy. And I know a lot of women suffer through postpartum depression, but I didn't have postpartum depression. Like, as soon as Zayla came outside of my body, it was like happiness. Like I knew I was reborn. Like, all my depression and all that went away. But I looked it up, and it says that what I was going through is called antepartum, which is basically just women who suffer depression during their pregnancy, which is what I was going through literally the day I found out that I was pregnant until the minute Zayla came out. And then 5 to 25% of women experience postpartum depression, which is the depression and sadness, emotional feeling that women have after they give birth to their child. So, and I'm a young mom. Everything was so new to me. Like, I had just graduated from high school back in 2015. But at that time, I was like living my life, but not really living my life, because after high school I was pretty depressed too, because I was never really like excited to go to college. I'm not a school person, but I felt the need that I needed to go to school, because what else was I gonna do with my life? So I went to school, but I didn't even make it. Like, I dropped out after like not even a month of being there. It was so stupid, because I ended up dropping out after the deadline that you could drop out and still like get your money back. I ended up getting a job working at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was there working full-time. I started off as a hostess, and then I got promoted up to be a waitress, and that's what I was just doing. I was just working every single day. I was working doubles like every day, and I ended up making enough money again, getting my own first apartment. This all happened in like 2016. I got a new car, I got an apartment, and I was just living life. But I was still, on the inside, I knew that I was sad and depressed. But on the outside, everyone was seeing like Ty so happy out here doing what she has to do, making moves, being responsible, being on her grown woman shit, but inside I was hurting, because inside I was feeling like, what does my life have to offer? Like, what more can I do? I'm just sitting here working every single day, paying my bills, but what am I gonna do to make myself happy? Like, I really wasn't happy. And I was depressed at the fact that I seen like all these people that I went to school with, and they were reaching for their goals. They knew what they wanted to do when they grew up, and they were working towards that. I was kind of just sitting in the same position. I was making a lot of money, but I wasn't really happy. You know what I mean? I think that's when my depression first started, and then that was my first kind of interaction of real depression. And then we were together, got pregnant, and I was still in that state of mind where I was just working all the time, and I didn't have like a passion. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted more, but I just didn't know what it was that was gonna take me to that next level. So I had all these emotions and thoughts and feelings in my head, and I was dealing with it all myself, because I'm not the type of person that wants to burden anyone with what I got going on in my head, because I know it's a lot that goes on dealing with like my feelings and stuff, and I didn't want to like express that to G at the time, because I didn't want to like make him feel bad, or I didn't want to like say how I was feeling, and he kind of interpreted it the wrong way, or I didn't want to like run him away or anything. So I was like dealing with a lot by myself. I used to cry every single day. My confidence was never at like an all-time high, but I knew that, you know, I had the money. So I used to always get like my hair done, my nails done, always looking good, feeling good, going shopping. But then when I found out I was pregnant, all of that kind of like stopped. I just didn't feel motivated. I felt lost. I felt like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like I knew I had a great man and he was gonna take care of me, but I was never the type to have someone take care of me. I was always taking care of like myself and help contribute like with other people who may need it. I was always the type to want to help the next person, so I felt strongly about like having a man take care of me, because I felt like I never, even when we was just like dating and stuff, like I never wanted him to take care of all of everything. Like in my head, I didn't want to be controlled, if that makes sense. Like if I'm capable of making my own money, then I would never have to rely on a man for anything. It hurt a lot because I was dealing with so much on myself and I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to open up, and so that was something that I had to learn to get over through time. The whole entire pregnancy, I used to take showers and cry and sit in the shower for 30-45 minutes crying because all these thoughts are running through my head and I don't have the answers for them, and it made me so helpless. I didn't know how to be a mom. I didn't think I was capable of being a mom. I didn't think I was capable of raising another human being. I didn't know really how to love myself. So I'm like, if I can't really love myself and I'm having all these self-doubt within myself, how am I gonna raise a child? Like, I'm still trying to work on me. I didn't get it, and I didn't want to fail. I didn't want to bring a child into this world and fail. And I think that was my biggest fear. And then on top of that, I was suffering from hyperemesis, which is basically severe morning sickness. But my morning sickness lasted from like a week after I found out I was pregnant until I was like 6 months pregnant. I was in and out the hospital literally every other week. I was in there so many times. Like, I used to not be able to drink water. I used to not be able to eat anything, even the smallest crackers. I was not able to literally eat or drink anything without throwing up. I lost, within those first couple months that I knew that I was pregnant, I lost a total of 47 pounds. And I was weighing 115 pounds 3-4 months pregnant. And I was so scared because I'm like, it was just so much stuff that was going on, and then I was getting sick so often. I was losing so much weight. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, the baby's not even here yet, and I'm not even capable of being strong enough to make sure she's healthy inside my stomach. Like I can't even eat. Like, it was so bad. I used to cry. Like, I don't understand why I'm throwing up. I don't understand why I'm getting so sick so often. I used to have to get go to the hospital every other day, every other week to get IVs in my arm because I was so dehydrated after throwing up so much. You know how long it takes some people to lose like 10 pounds? And I lost 47 pounds, almost 50 pounds in like 3 months just by throwing up and not eating. It got so bad that I ended up being hospitalized two times for a week and some change each time. But when I'm sick, like, I'm just so, everything is just so drained. Like, I can't do anything. I can't walk, I can't talk, I don't eat, I can't sleep. And that would drive someone crazy. And so I was driving myself crazy. I got to the point where I had to eventually have like an at-home nurse come to my house, and they ended up giving me a Zofran pump, which was literally like a little blocks cube, like this big, and I had to insert, it was like a little tiny needle that I had to insert twice a day into like the side. Like, let me show you guys. I had to insert it like right into like the side by my belly button and switch off. I hate needles. Like, I hate needles so bad, but I had to really learn to insert the needle inside my stomach, or I'm gonna have to suffer and throw up all the time and go to the hospital again. So eventually I didn't have to do that anymore. It was the stage where I was finding out the gender of my daughter. Everyone wanted to do like a gender reveal for me, and I didn't want to partake in any, like, I didn't want any big celebration, because like if I'm not feeling excited and all that, everyone surrounding me who's like so happy, and all this is just gonna make me feel even worse, because people are gonna look at me like, why isn't she happy about this? And I don't want to have to explain myself to anyone. So I just didn't want any of that. When it was time for us to find out if it was a girl or boy, I just wanted to just be us two. And I told the rest of the family, and he told the rest of his family, and that was that. I was so like mopey and angry all the time and irritated all the time. I just want to really thank Hadi for sticking through that rough patch of my life with me, because honestly, had it been any other, I feel like had it been any other person, they would have left. I really admire him for, you know, being there through everything and still here and still gonna always be here. It just really means a lot, because he loves me so much that it breaks him and it hurts him to see me hurting. I'm the same way, so I'm just so blessed and thankful for him, like sticking by me through the whole entire chaotic pregnancy, because mean as hell, and he did not deserve any of that. Not deserve anything that he had to deal with during my pregnancy, and even a little bit now, because, you know, I'm not perfect. I went through what I went through. I was depressed during the time, and by the time it was time for Zayla to come, she came literally the day before my due date, but I was induced. I ended up having a cesarean section though, because I was 7 centimeters dilated for 9 hours and it wasn't increasing, so they told me that I had to have an emergency C-section, which I was so devastated, because I never had any major surgery before. I was super scared, and yeah, I did not want to have a C-section. I didn't want to have a C-section either. Oh, my baby, she's crying. I need to go get her. And it turned out that she wasn't coming down because the umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck. So God does everything for a reason, and like he has his purpose on why things are done the way they are done. We're just blessed. Our family is blessed. Finally, I feel like I know what I want to do with my life, and I have a purpose. You guys are gonna see in a couple months. You guys gonna see in a couple months what I'm trying to build and do. There's a lot that I want to do now. Like I have all these business plans in my head that I want to just launch, but everything happens for a reason. I just need to take my time, be patient, and in due time, our time will come. Zayla really sparked that within me. Like she really sparked whatever it is that needed sparking. She did that, and something switched in me, and I just feel so destined to do whatever. Like before, I was always making money. Like I'm gonna make money regardless, but now I'm gonna think smart about how I'm gonna make that money. Like if I don't have to work 40 hours 50 hours a week to make so and such money, I'm not gonna do that. I want to be able to have not one, not two, maybe like 3, 4, 5 different sources of income coming in, from things that Hadi wants to do and things that I thought of and want to do, and maybe it's something Zayla will want to partake in when she gets of age, and it could be a new family tradition. And all these are just my stories and my experience. D will do a 2-part video as well where he's talking about how the pregnancy was for him, because yes, guys do go through a lot when we are pregnant. They're pregnant too. And how the fatherhood has been for him. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and share with all your friends and families. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'll be back again with another video tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in, okay? Alright.